Clark and Perry.
In the place.
Clark and Perry. Do what it takes. Clark and Perry invite you to stay.
And explore the artistry in everything, live, on location alongside the Windy City's finest. Produced with the support of TELUS STORYHIVE. Available on YouTube and TELUS Optic TV on demand. For a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello once again, everybody. This is the Windy City's finest. I'm Perry, he's Clark, and we're joined by Dee with Broken Llama Piñatas. And yeah, I'm super excited to jump in where Clark left off. Kind of jumping into the mess, the deep end
you
here.
You have a challenge in your own, because working off somebody else's work is also kind of a different challenge.
Right,
so
yeah.
You're right now, you just need to finish this side here.
Okay, we'll do that.
And maybe another layer so that you don't see through the pink. But when you put that second layer on, very little glue, that way it doesn't get too...
Like, is this too much glue, do you think?
Yes. For that part, you're okay, but for the next part.
The next part, right, because it's going on top. I see,
meanwhile, over here, I'm starting uncovering the piñata so that we can keep moving while you're there.
Sounds good, yes.
We start bottom to top.
Bottom to top?
Yes.
And is there a specific reason for that? Oh, because the layering?
Yeah, the layering, yeah. If you start from the top, all these little guys will just get glued down.
We're doing our best here.
It's all good. You can rip, and you can use scissors, whatever is your preference.
You know, I think it'll just make your work look even better. You know what I mean? I think that's potentially what we're going for here. Awesome. Nice. Okay. And I did see, I know that you've done the tape on the
I just want to...
So I'm going to jump to that really quick.
Yes, do the tape there.
And are you very... Like, I feel like it could be a very methodical kind of work where you do like this step and then this step and then this step.
It is, yeah.
And yeah, so do you find that with yours? And
yeah, I mean, there's no skipping steps, and there's no, you can't really go ahead of the other one. We start with the edges, because if you do the edges second, then you're going to have a paper on top of each other. It just doesn't look as nice.
Right.
So you kind of can't mess with the steps too much.
And how does that work when you're doing like a new design, when it's something that you haven't made before? Are the steps like pretty generic and you just kind of apply them to each thing?
The first thing when someone asks us for a design is we have to think about what we're doing. And if it's a character, obviously I look up a whole bunch of different pictures of the character and decide on the pose that I'm going to use and all of that. Then it's structure, which today we didn't go through the structure. We skipped that part for our workshops.
Yes.
We already had those pre-made. So like, yeah, we already kind of stepped in already, like on step 3 technically.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the research, and then kind of making the structure, putting it together, and then putting the paper on.
It's a very tactile medium, you know what I mean? Like, it's very, yeah. Oh. What were you doing over here, Clark?
So yeah, give yourself some space and move that paper out of the way so that you're not accidentally gluing paper onto your piñata that you don't need.
I might need some of this though. There we go. Okay.
And now that you have that on.
Kind of, yes.
Kind of.
Okay. I do love the texture. Like, I think, yeah, this kind of folding method. Yeah, that's interesting.
You like that? Okay, so are you ready to start? We'll start with the back.
Okay.
So you can put it on its,
Front, cool.
And what we're going to do is we need to cut paper.
Okay.
So you can cut it manually with just these scissors, but we have these kind of fancy scissors here.
Ooh, it's like 4 times as fast.
Yes, exactly. One cut does that 4 times as fast.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So you're going to take this pink.
Yes.
It's a little easier to work with than the tissue paper. As Clark kind of noticed, it sticks onto your hands really easily, where this doesn't as much.
Right.
So that's the paper we prefer to use. This is just our, in Spanish we call it papel crepé. but it's streamer paper. So we just buy streamers.
Nice.
You're gonna take it and fold it, like probably that's enough. Cut
Yeah.
it and then fold it into a few pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. End goal is gonna be a strip of paper like this.
Yeah.
So by folding it, it's just saving you again more time cutting.
And another one, another
Another
time.
fold, yeah. You can even do one more.
Oh.
There you go. And now you'll take your scissors
Pretty
and you'll just
compact.
start cutting.
And you don't go all the way. It's just on the very edge.
It's about
of it,
halfway. If you would be as far as I would go. Go all the way far to this edge. That's the sharpest edge there.
Oh, okay, okay.
And that'll kind of help cut. There you go.
Nice. Awesome. Nice.
And once you
Okay.
have your paper ready, we'll
Yes.
start putting it on.
Okay. Fold it out.
Yeah, open it up.
Awesome.
So you're gonna have a really long piece. So what you're
Yeah.
gonna do is when you have your glue down,
Okay.
step one, put some glue down.
Lots or little?
Little.
Little. Okay. The whole thing?
Not the
just the
whole
fir-
thing. Yeah, we'll just
okay.
do a small section to start, and
Okay.
make sure you get your edges because it will be going on top of the edges as well.
On the edges. Or like over the edge?
Yep.
Or just up to the, okay.
There you go. And I was saying we start from bottom to top when putting on the layers,
Right.
so that these don't get glued on them.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll just stick it on, and it'll kind of go over the edge a little bit.
Okay. Like that.
And at the end, we'll cut all the excess off. So yeah.
Okay. So do you cut these?
Yeah,
Like
so
the-
you're going to put it down like that and then cut. And then put it
then
down and cut.
So put it down
And then you take those scissors and take a piece.
like there.
Like that. And it's okay that you have a little excess because that'll be kind of one of the last things we do.
Okay.
And then you continue building your layers like that until you switch into yellow.
Ooh, okay. Cut. Nice. This one isn't quite long enough. What do I do?
Oh, so you cut more paper. You're going to need more.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you'll cut more and then you just get to that piece and cut. So it's okay that it's not one long piece. It makes it a little bit easier if it is, but
Okay.
a lot of the time it's easier to work with smaller strips than it is to work with big strips.
Yes. Oh, I see. Yeah, because my like instinct was to just like make this super long,
Yes.
but I see how that would make it more
Yeah,
difficult.
because then
when
you've
you're
got
just
this
doing
big
it, yeah.
trail of paper that you're trying to work. And I
see.
mean, you can take a little time to like cut. You don't need too much more. I think you need like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
so
see.
you don't need too much more.
And then
to
I can
cut.
just use the yellow.
And we've pre-cut some yellow for you.
Yes, you have, very kindly. Nice. Okay.
But you will need some pig for your other side.
Right. Okay.
And that's something that takes a little practice, is thinking about, okay, how much paper do I need to cut for this size?
Yeah.
So that you're not like constantly breaking to cut paper. You can kind of just do one step at a time.
Just kind of send it and then. Nice.
But that takes
Keen
well,
eye.
Yeah, it does. And even we kind of don't always get that.
Yeah.
The thing I love about workshops is you go into them, you're so excited, you love the product you're making, and then you realize why other people do it. You know, you're like, I love making soap. I love
Right.
making candles, but this is really hard.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of effort put into it. So I think that gives us an appreciation for the products that we buy too.
Yeah. And like you said, like you try to be very local oriented. And I think like my comment from earlier of like this is such a tactile task is like I don't know, it's just that appreciation for the time and energy that kind of goes into it. And I think it's interesting with your comments from you know, with Clark of everybody has a story. You know, and so it's like that process of doing their story justice, or that you know, that piñata, and I don't know. I just think that's interesting.
Yeah, same here. That's what I love about this is that's been surprising about it, I guess I should say. Is, you know, we thought, okay, we're going to make piñatas and that'll be fun. But then you do get to know people's stories, like with weddings. And, you know, we've made different things that you wouldn't expect. Like my brother-in-law, a coffin that said, "Till death do us part." And they just had like a different style of wedding. And you get to know the people and the stories behind them and why they chose a specific thing, and it makes it even more special. And what people are really interested in, you know.
Yeah. And would you say, I don't know if we covered this already, but like, you know, your favorite things about being like a local business and like a new business, like, I would imagine that might be one of your favorite things about it. Is there anything else, or do you want to talk more about that?
Well, the thing is just getting to know people in our community that are local, and the more we started working our own business, the more we got to know different local businesses and what people do in town. And then you just meet everybody who's just doing their own thing and trying their best to it's usually a passion project that they're doing on the side, or if they can full time. And so it's really interesting to like start meeting people that are doing all kinds of things. Like you can pretty much buy everything you can think of locally. And it's incredible to meet the people behind it, because it's always a passion. And we started doing, because we want to do piñatas, but we love to think outside of just for kids. It's never been something that we were always focused on marketing for just kids. Because we've seen it, how it brings so much joy to adults. And I think that tapping into your inner child is so important and so fun to see. We've had people like as old as 90 hitting piñatas. And to see the joy in their face doing that is really special. And so we said, okay, well, what can we do aside from that? And that's where we kind of thought of the advent calendars for Christmas time. And our advent calendars, they're not a piñata, but they're handmade. Each individual gift is wrapped by us, and they're these beautiful holiday decorations. The purpose is that they look beautiful to hang up, and inside each gift is a different local business. So you get to know 25 different local businesses in Medicine Hat as you open a gift. And it is for adults, and we do kid ones as well. So that's been a huge partnership in the community, and we really enjoy doing those as well, even though they're not piñatas.
Yeah, like I love this. I'm hearing this kind of through line of community. Basically, and I think that really shines in kind of what you're doing, you know, through your piñatas, and I really appreciate that. And I wondered, like, does some of that come like culturally? Like I just from the stories with Clark of back home, just like streets filled with piñatas, and just like, is there a community there that is maybe like part of that kind of?
You know, I'm not sure if it's totally culturally, or I mean, in Guatemala we have beautiful markets where you can get all your food, all these beautiful handmade things, and we all love shopping at those. But it just, I don't know if it was like COVID or what, but sometimes it just feels like there's a really lack of connection with people and really different point of views. And sometimes if you kind of take that out of the equation, you can find that you can really connect with a lot of people, even if they're very different from you.
Absolutely.
So that's sort of the goal with everything. How you doing? You ready to flip?
I think so.
That
How
looks
does this
really
look?
good.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm pretty proud, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Nice.
So now, this is a little bit of a challenging part as we flip over here.
Okay.
Because this circle that we've drawn, you're not going to put paper on that.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you got to kind of build
There's a
around
little more
it.
cutting involved now. Yeah.
Okay. But it's the same premise?
Same premise. You're going to start with pink now.
Yes. I was very close to running with the yellow there.
Again, it's your piñata.
Yeah, I guess it could
switch
be
it
yellow.
up.
What do you think, Clark? Should we switch it up and do yellow on the bottom on this side and pink on top, or keep it? No? Is that a Pink on the bottom, yes or no? Yes. Okay, sounds good. We got our oh my
Got the
God.
answer.
Nice. Okay.
I'm kind of like that. Perfectionist symmetry kind of thing. It really
Yeah.
bothers me when it's. I think that's something that takes me a long time too, and that I'm learning from my mom is that like, there's no such thing as perfect, and you just
Right.
have to be, let it happen. You know.
I just need those scissors.
Oh,
Or
these
is it-
ones.
Oh no, I got my
You
own
got
pair.
yours?
Never
Yeah,
mind.
no
never mind.
worries, yeah.
Super prepared.
You can.
Awesome.
We can share.
And then we'll see how that does. I'm like trying to figure out like, is this gonna be enough for the bottom? Because we don't have to do the center. so much.
Exactly. You'll have some little like edges left over.
Mhm.
It's okay if you go a little over.
Mhm.
It's just that if we were to cover it all up and then add this, we're gonna hot glue gun this, then it's glued onto paper and it falls off a little easier. So
I see. Yeah. Got some glue. Not as much as for the tissue paper, but okay. But yeah, going back to our conversation there, I hear what you're saying about just like connection-wise and people potentially just, I don't know why that is. Like I don't know if it has to do with like kind of like rural life here and like everybody kind of has like so much space. You know, I feel like, yeah, but definitely obviously the pandemic definitely kind of impacted things in that way.
it's surprising because in a time where you think we would have all come together, it wasn't quite that case. And I think after being isolated for so long and everybody in their own ways, I think we were all kind of craving that.
Yeah.
Kind of like the new normal. And opening up again after having to shut down, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like it was a long time ago, but
It does.
it really hasn't been that long. I think we're all still processing.
I think so. Yeah, and I mean, I always just think, you know, I think by our nature, we are like social beings, you know, and so, yeah. And I work a lot, like I work in the arts a lot and like performing,
Yeah.
and so it was interesting to see how that was impacted, and yeah.
But yeah, that's just to say that when we were like, Clark had asked like what brought you to choose this career? I said, you know, creativity, but it was also just wanting to do something where we could work together and kind of in a positive environment.
Yeah.
I just really needed to work where it's always happy, and that we have accomplished.
Nice. And what's the secret to that? I think that could be really valuable. What's the secret to creating that happy, positive environment? I'm sure you go through tough things
Yes,
too, but
yeah.
yeah.
Not to say that we haven't, but it is one, you have to work with someone you love. Like,
Right.
I think that no matter what job you do, if you don't enjoy going to work because of the people or the environment that you're in, it's going to be really hard. Our environment as of now is our homes. We either work at my house or my mom's. It's often wine
Yes.
involved when we sit here, just like you and I. We'll have some wine, coffee. We'll watch our rom-coms together, like, or just good conversation. So I mean, that just makes it easier to work. When you're doing something creative with someone you want to spend time with, and it's just fun. And just remembering to enjoy the things that you started, because yeah, I mean, it takes a long time. We were saying we work up until 2 a.m. sometimes, and if you don't like it, you could be bitter about that pretty quickly. Yeah,
absolutely.
those are just my hours, right? I first family, then work. So sometimes I do end up staying up pretty late.
So yes, loving who you work with. Is kind of what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to do that, because I think that's even more important than what you're doing. Because if you just enjoy the company you're with,
Yeah.
you can kind of do something you don't totally want to do
Mm-hmm.
or love doing. You know, if there's not a passion for what you're doing, then at least you enjoy going in to see those people.
Who you're doing it with. Yeah.
Yeah, I really think that's important.
That anybody that knows me probably knows I love mantras, and so one of my mantras is people are greater than process, are greater than product.
That's it.
And so I love hearing that, you know, people first, you know, it's who you're
Yes.
working with and how you treat each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And you had said in our initial interview, progress makes, what is that?
Oh, my other one, which is
Yeah.
preparation makes promise and practice progress.
Yes,
but not
practice makes
perfection.
progress, not perfect.
Yeah.
We both loved that one. We were like,
Yeah.
that's just it. And getting comfortable with the fact that it's progress. You know, you never really get to that perfect place because it's always progress.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I love my mantras. I love them so much.
Yeah, I've been getting into mantras too. They kind of help you if your head isn't totally where it needs to be.
Yeah. And I think like another thing is like, what are they called? I should know the name of them. I think they're called affirmations. You know,
Yes.
that's like, can be a kind of similar conversation there of like, yeah.
I do affirmations at night with my little ones.
Oh yeah.
And at first, it started with me, like, you know, repeat after me. And I would say, you know, I am smart, I am brave, I am loved, you know,
Yeah.
all those kinds of things. And now they do their own affirmations. So
that's
now
awesome.
they kind of come up with their own things. And it's really sweet to hear what they come up with. Like, my 3-year-old's like, I am confident, but it just sounds like a little baby saying it. And it's so sweet. And, yeah, they come up with some pretty funny ones too, but I think they're important to kind of wire your brain into
Yeah.
thinking positively about yourself. Should be easy. It's not always easy.
It's not always easy. No, I think, yeah, it's like a skill, really. It really is a skill.
It's a practice, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Look at you, man. You beat me.
Oh gosh, speeding on.
Yeah, you're good.
Nice. I'll do one more.
That's awesome. So we're gonna let the piñata dry a little bit and move on to the lens before we start cutting the edges off.
I see. Yes.
So the lens, you're gonna do the edges again first. You can switch up your colors. You can keep with the pink and
Right. Lens,
Yellow?
colors, pink and yellow. So it will just be like the one side, right? Or the like this portion.
yes, exactly, because
Right.
the other side will be glued.
Okay. So that's going to be there. And then would you do a different color on the front?
Yeah,
Or yes
or
on-
like again, that's you're the artist on this one. But I think what I'm going to do is one color here and one color here.
Okay.
And we could do the different textures again, so you can just put a piece of tissue paper on here without
Right.
having to do these little, or you can do it that way.
Gink? Here's what I'm thinking. I'll run it past you. I think I could just do one color around, but with the two colors, maybe it'll make sense to do yellow on top and pink on bottom. And then for the front, I really want to do black.
Yeah,
Because it's
like a lens cover
yeah,
kind of
like a
thing.
lens cover, yeah. And I think I'll just do because I don't see
Yeah.
black over there, so we'll do this. So I could probably start cutting for that.
Yeah,
right?
go for it.
Okay.
You're ready. I'm joining you right here.
Awesome. And I love those cactus.
We do have black tissue paper if you want.
Oh,
it's
okay.
just
Would that be quicker, do you think? Meh.
the same.
Sounds
Because
good.
you're just like, what I'll show you, you just put a bunch of glue and then because this is almost the same, you just
Width.
go around. So it's quick.
Right on. And then, okay, so you're just doing it all the way around. Okay, so you just use the yellow.
Yeah, so you don't want the perforated, are you missing yellow. We'll ask our assistant that we need some yellow crepe of the other kind.
Yeah, we're looking for this.
We have some. It's coming.
Yeah, we must. Yeah, that's okay.
We just cut it up and that's.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
And I think I'm going to do white.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
just
do
go
both.
around like that and then you cut it.
And do you do the edge first? Is it
Yes,
important?
edge first. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Which is the same thing that we did
Exactly.
with this. You do the edge first. I see, I'm learning.
There you go.
Nice. I might just pre-cut some of this if I put this
Yeah.
on the front. And
Yeah.
I'll just pre-cut that.
You got it.
Let's see what that would be.
Thank you so much. We got some silver here too.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, I got that. And then we'll try this yellow around the edge. Oh, yellow and pink. Here. Should be able to do pink. Just about halfway around.
Patiently waiting for yellow. Here we go.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. Now I'm just going to measure it and cut. Ooh. Sweet. Okay. Okay, maybe like half again. So, we'll do that. And you do more than one layer?
With white, I do have to. You probably won't have to.
Probably won't have to. Okay, just keep this nice and not tons of glue.
That's right.
I see. And going back to you had talked about, maybe a glass of wine or favorite rom-coms.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, what do you typically listen to or watch? Like, do you just have a go-to, or does it change?
This might be a silly question, but are we allowed to say the names of the things that I listen to or watch?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, my go-to favorite podcast is the Sarah Silverman podcast.
Okay. What do they cover? What do they talk about?
She is. I just think she's not only really funny, but I just like her life advice, which is basically what her podcast is about. She doesn't interview celebrities like most celebrity podcasts. She just has people call in and they ask her for advice. And I just like her take on how to deal with things.
Yeah.
And you just hear everybody's different life stories again.
Yeah.
And it's a really interesting podcast.
Mhm. Nice.
We watch Survivor every Wednesday together.
Nice.
We have been since I was little.
Nice.
It's just a guilty pleasure. Still entertaining show.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, and then we're pretty good with all the 90s, 2000 rom-coms.
Mm-hmm. Classics. Yeah.
Yeah, the classics.
But I love that you mentioned this podcast and what they talk about, because it was a thought I had earlier about many small businesses and people and struggling with connection or growing or marketing, just the things.
Yeah.
But it's that we're not alone in those. I feel like so many times it can feel like you're going through it alone, but
Yes.
there's another business out there potentially in your community going through the same things. And so I love hearing how your kind of business model is trying to connect with them, just by virtue of what it is you do and what you're trying to do. And so that was a thought I had earlier. Okay. So
you got your sides.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going with silver. You got your black?
Yes, I have my strip
you
of
can
black.
Go ahead and do just one side of that.
Oh, and I got frills. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Frills is great.
So I'll just
That's
do
the
this.
traditional thing, is piñatas are usually all frilly.
Usually all frilly.
Usually. So we're going to, if you stray away from that, that's the non-traditional.
The unorthodox.
That's right.
And then, so just for context, so after this, I think I remember you saying we glue gun it?
Yes,
on?
we're gonna glue our lens on, and then we'll be able to kind of finish the details. Like we have to cut little edges off, and then if there's time, we can add like buttons and for the camera, right? It's like
Right.
flash, whatever you kind of want to add,
Okay.
or we leave it.
Okay. I'm not sure how we're doing for time, but we will get as far as we can, and then okay. I'm trying to leave a bit on the edges.
Yeah, we can kind of at the end go and do a separate edge to clean it up. Time for it.
Yes. We'll
But
see.
if not, then you're doing the right thing there.
Okay.
Okay. So now that you got your lens on there, we'll kind of go back to our piñata. We'll move some of this paper out of our, I guess you don't have much paper in your way there. What you're going to do is you're going to take your piñata, take these scissors, and we're going to cut around the paper that we have excess, you know?
Yeah.
Just to get the right shape showing then.
Okay.
These scissors have not been my friend today. Oh, if you can pass me those guys, yeah, yours should be good.
Yes. Just going around the edges there.
Yeah, there we go. This is when the piñata kind of starts looking like a piñata.
Yeah.
I call it the haircut. So it makes a big mess. But sometimes it actually is hair, and it's a lot of fun. I had to do Gabby's dollhouse this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And she has it's a character that has a lot of curly hair.
Okay.
So it's just as much maintenance as curly hair, to be honest. It's tissue paper worth of curly hair.
Right.
I curled it, I cut it. It was fun.
Nice. Doing the haircut. Feel like a hairdresser. Never let me cut your hair, Clark.
Never let me cut your hair. This is totally different.
Yes.
It's fun though. It's kind of the way you think hair should be cut. You just should be able to just go like that, but it just doesn't work that way.
Much more of an art to it, I'm sure. Maybe we'll get to try hairdressing at some point. That would be fun.
That's the thing. Everything, once you start trying it, you're like, this is an art, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of our motto for the show, is exploring the artistry in everything. And it's just, trying to see, there's like a craft to most things. Okay. All right.
Go.
Okay.
That's yours. So all your edges on both sides are cut.
I think so.
You will need to cut the edges off your lens too.
Okay. And doing my best. Nice.
Okay. So we can glue this guy on now. Hopefully like that.
Just like that?
We've got a glue gun back here, but I don't know how far it's going to reach.
We can. Do you think it'll reach to your edge?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can come up to here.
We can just kind of do that. Cool. Some of these. See what you mean about making a mess.
Yes.
All the little bits.
So with the glue, you want lots. This
Lots
is the
of
time we
glue.
do want lots of glue.
I see.
And don't go all the way up to the edge because once you press it down, it kind of squishes out.
Right.
Come on. Leave that there.
Nice.
And hold a little bit. That's it.
Nice. While you're holding that, I'll come over here. Bring this. Gotta make sure I get my right edges on the right side.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay. And then we want the glue. Oh. Don't go all the way up to the edge, you said.
Yeah.
So we'll pass this.
Very good at following instructions.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a fun part of the process, you know. Just. And I imagine, I mean, yeah, because there's like, it sounds like there's, you know, general ways to do it, but I'm
Yes.
sure over the years you kind of develop your own like shortcuts and
Yeah.
tricks and tips.
And just
stuff.
remembering that there's no like right or wrong way. It just
Right.
is what it is. Some days you do it one way, the next another.
Okay, I'm hoping that's enough.
Yeah, that's good.
And then I gotta make sure it's yellow and pink, and right in the middle there. We're gonna hold it down.
It's turned out really cute.
Nice. And that is kind of the general premise. So
That's the general premise.
for
yeah.
context, we would let this dry.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other steps after that? Like, oh, like if you wanted to add extra
Yes,
bits?
so like details would be the last step. A flash here, a little shine here. Those are the kind of things that really make
Take
it.
it to the next
yeah,
level,
exactly.
yeah.
But in terms of finishing a product, say now, yeah, you've got a camera,
Yes.
and once it's dry, it definitely looks like a fun time to
Yeah.
break open. Get all the treats you guys picked.
And I hear, I'm going to echo what you were saying earlier about how long it takes to make it and versus how long it takes to destroy it.
Yes.
And I just think it's like, I don't know, there's something poetic about that for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Nice. Awesome. And I think that is all the time we have for this segment. So thank you so much, Dee, for kind of walking us through this. And yeah, this has been the Windy City's Finest. I'm Perry. He's Clark. This is Dee with Broken Llama Piñata. I had to look at the logo there.
That's all right.
My bad. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, be it on the live stream or otherwise. And yeah, we have another segment coming up here in interview, so stay tuned.
Thank you.
Clark and Perry,
in the place.
Clark and Perry, do what it takes. Clark and Perry, invite you to stay.
And explore the artistry in everything, live, on location alongside the Windy City's Finest. Produced with the support of TELUS STORYHIVE. Available on YouTube and TELUS Optic TV On Demand for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.